It's 3 days after payday. You open your banking app and see $86 left. No luxury watch, no first-class ticket, just rent, groceries, gas, and a few. It's only $9.99 charges. If you earn a modest income and still feel trapped every month, this video is for you. Where is your money going, and how do you stop the disappearing act? You're not the only one asking that. Almost half of renters now spend over 30% of their income just on housing, and many people say a $400 surprise bill would wreck their month. Being paid, but still broke, isn't rare. It's usually a sign that your money system, not your character, is failing you. This is Wealth Mentor Pro, where every lesson is a step closer to your freedom. In this video, we'll unpack 5 money leaks and 5 everyday habits that keep your cash disappearing after payday, especially if you bring home about $1,500 to $4,000 a month. You'll see what's quietly draining you, what typical advice misses, and 3 simple rules to protect your next paycheck. First, the silent autopilot leaks. Think of your paycheck like a bucket under a tap with tiny holes in the bottom. In real life, those holes are subscriptions, auto renewals, and small charges you said yes to once and never checked again. One study found people guessed around $80 a month on subscriptions, but were closer to $200. That's over $2,000 a year. Leak number 2 is banking friction. Overdraft fees, non-sufficient funds charges, and out-of-network ATM fees. Some banks still charge around $30 every time your account dips a few dollars below zero. Hit that twice in a hectic week, and you've burned $60 for absolutely nothing. Money that could have covered a week of basic dinners or a chunk of a bill. 2 everyday behaviors keep these leaks open. The first is set and forget. We let subscriptions renew forever and only notice when something breaks. The second is trying to save whatever is left at the end of the month instead of protecting a small amount at the start. Before your next paycheck, list every recurring charge from last month and set a low balance alert, even at $50, so one busy week doesn't quietly cost you a $30 fee. You might be thinking, okay, but I don't live on subscriptions and fees. Most of my money goes to real life. You're right. That's why the next leaks are more subtle. Now imagine the bucket is solid, but all day we're dipping a small cup in and scooping water out. Takeout because you're exhausted. Delivery because the app makes it one tap. A rideshare because you're late. Leak 3 is convenience spending that feels like normal life. If you earn $2,400 and do 3 $25 food orders and 2 $15 ride shares each week, that's $375 a month, over $4,000 a year. Leak 4 is the short-term cash tools that show up around that convenience. Earned wage access, buy now, pay later, and small cash advances can take a few dollars each time and quietly shrink next month's paycheck. Here, the habits get louder. A payday reward mindset is natural after a stressful month. The problem isn't the treat, it's treating without a boundary. Another pattern is buying without a pause, tapping or splitting payments without asking, do I want future me to pay for this? Pick one payday celebration amount, maybe $30, and name it. When it's gone, that's your signal to stop. And any non-essential over $25 can wait one day before you buy. So far, we've named the first reason you can feel broke without big, flashy purchases. Most of the damage comes from ordinary life on autopilot, subscriptions, fees, convenience spending, and small advances that keep repeating. A lot of videos stop right there. They point to coffee and call it the whole story. They skip the reality that many people are already squeezed by rent, food prices, and debt, and that willpower alone can't fix a system built around leaks. So let's widen the lens. Many low and middle-income households are running close to the edge. For someone earning under about $25,000 a year, missing at least one bill in a month is common. Nearly half of renters spend more than 30% of their income on housing. When your fixed costs are heavy, the smallest leak starts to feel like a flood. Leak 5 lives inside that pressure: grocery drift and random micro-splurges. You head to the store without a plan, grab what looks good, and still end up ordering delivery mid-week. You open a shopping app just to look, and somehow a $19.99 gadget lands in your cart. Underneath is a simple habit that makes everything worse. Not checking in with your money at all. The numbers feel stressful, so we avoid them. Then they surprise us. Choose one day each week and give yourself 10 quiet minutes with your money. Look at what actually left your accounts, see what's left until the next paycheck, and decide in advance how many grocery trips and how many deliveries fit inside that number. It won't make the math perfect, but it turns surprise into choice. The quiet truth behind the noise is this: the biggest difference between people whose money drains away and people who slowly build stability is not hustle or grit. It's whether their system protects the first slice of each paycheck before the world grabs it. So let's turn all of this into 3 simple rules you can live with. Rule 1. Protect the first slice of every paycheck. When money comes in, the first moves are boring and automatic. Essentials, then a tiny buffer, then everything else. Imagine you bring home $2,400. Your essentials are about $1,880. Under this rule, you pay those first and move even $20 into a buffer. The number you see after that is your real spending money, not money already owed. Rule 2. Give your money 2 homes instead of 1. One home for bills and essentials, one home for everyday life. When everything lives in one account, your brain treats the whole number as spendable. If your essentials are $1,900, keep that in a bills account and move the rest, maybe $500 or $600, into a spend account. A $60 takeout night becomes a clear choice, not a surprise. Rule 3. Install a weekly 10-minute money check-in. Once a week, sit down, look at the numbers, and decide the next 7 days on purpose. Maybe you notice you spent $95 on delivery and have $180 left until payday, so you plan 1 grocery trip and only 1 delivery next week. If you're willing, share in the comments 1 leak you've spotted in your own life. Your answer might help someone else feel less alone. With these 3 rules, the 5 habits we started with begin to soften. Instead of saving last, you protect money first. Instead of endless payday rewards, you set a clear limit. Instead of tapping without thinking, you add 1 small pause. Instead of skipping check-ins, you face the truth early so it doesn't ambush you. Let's finish with a 1-minute ritual that ties everything together. When your next paycheck lands, before you tap for anything, open your banking app, move a small amount, even $10, into your buffer account. Check what's sitting in your bills home and what's in your spend home. Then tell yourself, this is what I have to work with until the next paycheck. It takes less than 60 seconds, but over time, it plugs the biggest leaks: confusion, avoidance, and that feeling that money just disappears. It tells your brain, I'm steering this ship now, not the apps, not the fees, me. You were dropped into a system no one explained. You're not behind because you're careless. You're behind because your money needed guardrails. You just built the first 3. You've been watching Wealth Mentor Pro. If this helped you feel a little calmer about your next paycheck, you can like the video and subscribe for more quiet, practical money guidance. And when you're ready, watch the next video we've lined up for you. It'll help you keep this progress going.